So essentially, like GameStop was about to go out of business. All of their stock shares were falling, and a bunch of Wall Street investors had a bunch of money bet that GameStop would go out of business, or that the shares would fall below a certain price. And so a bunch of people on Reddit decided, hey, what if we screwed over these guys by buying a crap ton of stock, and then their bet doesn't go through because the price per share is a lot higher than they expected to fall under.
Hopefully it goes back up tomorrow. It dropped down like 30% today.
Yeah, we'll see, I guess. I put a little money in AMC, but I don't know if that was a good idea.
I put money in AMC and then I put money in Dogecoin and proceeded to lose all the profit.
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
Joke's on me.
I got a Kraken account for Dogecoin, but I already have a decent amount of Bitcoin, so I'm just going to leave it there, I think.
Hello, everybody. I'm a bit late. I see we're discussing the stonks.
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Are we doing webcams today?
It's a webcam kind of day.
Like it.
I just randomly decided to get like 1 share of GME.
How'd that do?
Probably a good idea since it dipped today.
Oh. How's everyone doing?
I'm pretty
good.
solid.
How are you?
Good.
Ready for the
Good day.
weekend.
Did you say you're excited for the weekend?
Yeah. Got a Calc 2 test this week. It's not looking too good.
Me too, man.
I heard a joke earlier about already being tired of February.
It's February already.
Do not have a fancy PowerPoint prepared today, but we do have, I believe, 2, and I'm trying to double check the email. See if we got any new submissions, but I believe we have 2 project proposals this semester.
Only 2?
Only
Yeah,
2.
It's pretty small.
Yeah, it's going to be a pretty chill semester. Although if anyone does have a last second idea, they're welcome to propose it. So the 2 project leaders this semester are going to be Kimberly and Logan, I believe. Yeah, you're both here. Cool. All right. So is there anyone here that doesn't know what a semester project is? I think most of us are returning members.
I don't really. I mean, I have an idea because I looked at the website, but I don't know fully.
Are you new?
Yeah, I haven't paid the dues or anything. I'm still unsure
fine.
about joining, but I at least wanted to come.
It's a bit hard to recognize new members with the Zoom layout, but welcome. So if you read the website, you've probably got an idea of like we do game projects every semester. And the way those work is they are hosted by, we have usually 3 or 4 different teams. This semester we only have 2. And they are led by one of the members of the club, or one or more, I guess. We had a two-person leader team last semester and they did awesome. And they usually get a team together from this very meeting and work on it throughout the course of the semester with around, I think we have 3 updates this semester. And at the end, they should hopefully have like a finalized prototype project that they've worked on and can show off.
I guess just so I know, who should I try to like talk to or message or whatever if I have any questions?
You can talk to me. I'm the president. If I'm not available, Ezra is the vice president, and I'm sure he can help you if I don't respond in like pretty quickly.
Yeah, we're all usually pretty active in the Discord. So if you have anything, you can message any of us there or post whatever, and we'll get back to you pretty quick.
Okay, thank you.
So Logan and Kimberly, do you guys have a preference for the order of things? I have
Not
not
really, no.
ordered.
I don't really care which way we go.
All right. Kimberly.
Not especially, but I do have that PowerPoint if I can show that when it comes to my turn.
I usually stick with either alphabetical or reverse alphabetical. I'm picking the order of things, so I believe. I guess Kimberly's
Hello.
first. Hey, Jean.
It's Jean.
Welcome. We were just about to get started. I love the headphones.
They're cute.
Headphones for a second.
I would be wearing the TigerDev t-shirt, but sadly I left that at home in the laundry.
Oh, I'm so behind on laundry. I don't know where that shirt is.
My laundry is literally hanging up behind me because our dryers don't work at Cambridge.
Ooh.
Oh my gosh, thank you, Kimberly, for the reminder. I was like watching YouTube videos, like
I
music
didn't know I
videos, and I got so into them, and I was like, wow, these music videos are so deep. And then it was 6:07.
Listen here, you're an officer.
I know. Sorry, guys.
You can start whenever you're ready, Kimberly.
Oh, how do I can I just share my screen?
Yeah, there should be a button at the bottom.
Okay, I didn't know if I was going to be allowed to. Let's see here. Can you all see it?
Looks good.
If it will start the slide. All right. So this is my second semester at TigerDev, so this will be interesting. I am proposing to do a game I just called Hephaestus. Okay. So the basic story, it's going to be in a post-apocalyptic world. There's going to be quite literal light and dark themes in both the gameplay and narrative. The world is overrun by demons, and they've taken over everything. This is, like I said, this is your post-apocalyptic world. I'm so sorry, I'm not good with speaking.
You're doing great.
But so basically you're gonna have, it's kind of like a mixture of X-Men and I don't know, and your generic the world's ending kind of situation. So there's going to be a few settlements, but the settlement I'm theoretically going to have this based off of is going to be the main one, and it is going to be the main one. So the X-Men thing I'm talking about is where after this invasion happens, there's going to be a few humans with powers, like I said, X-Men wise. You can ask questions at any time because that might help. Okay, so a few of the gameplay things, we'll figure it out when we get there, but the darkness can't be seen. You cannot see it. They can't see in it. So the entire world is enshrouded. And it's going to have different factions, so it's not going to be all one solid structure. There's going to be a protagonist and a hero. It's going to be two different things. It's going to be two different things, and hopefully y'all will see later. But for right now, how you're introduced to them is the girl is someone you're going to meet who sees through the darkness nobody can, and the main hero is going to be the one who's supposed to banish it. And because if I'm for basing off of last year, most of this club is technical based, so there's not a lot of artists. I see Eugene over there. So I have RPG Maker XP and Envy. If we just ended up using something like that, we could also use Unity. And if we do end up with a lot of artists this semester, because I don't know people, we could also do narrative and point and click. But that also depends on what any programmers want to do. For my team, I would highly like some artists because in really any way, this is going to be very art heavy. Sound music producers, because no idea how to do that. And programmers, and level designers. I hope somebody will be there. And thank you for listening to this very awkward presentation.
I love the like light and dark. I love a good visual metaphor, as you saw from the primaries.
Well, you
I
can
love
join this
that.
one.
If I had time, I would. I promise.
Promise.
But yeah, I think it sounds really cool.
Does anybody have any questions?
I think I've got some.
Okay.
Besides Gene, I'm not really seeing very many specific like people dedicated to being artists here. So would you be okay working on it just as an artist?
If I did, I would probably try to keep it towards the pixelated side, like the RPG Maker.
Okay.
Or I was one of the primaries. I didn't know you could do this, but you can make that pixelated art in Unity. So if a programmer decides they want to use Unity instead of any of the makers, that'd be fine too.
But you're thinking mainly one of the RPG makers right now.
Yes, especially if it's struggling with the art, but that'll be up to who joins and what we can do.
And do you already own RPG Maker?
I own XP and MV.
Okay. You know to contact the club if you need either more versions or a new version.
You know, I think the only new version now is MV, and there's not too much different besides the graphics. And that just makes it a little bit harder.
Does anyone else have any questions?
I got. Oh.
You go first, Cooper. I'll go last.
All right. So in sort of best case scenario, what would you like the art style to be? Is it just pixel art, or?
I'm thinking mostly pixel art because I'm not the best artist in the world, so the less details the better.
Ooh, if you could recruit Cooper, you'd have a pretty game.
She's selling you?
Was that your did you have another question? Sorry, Cooper.
No, that was it.
I was gonna ask, you mentioned there are different factions of the enemies, right? Or the darkness?
This is thinking story-wise. You know how you don't group humans as we're just all one human all in the same place. So
okay, so it's kind of like countries almost.
It's like a late game thing. You'll figure out that it's not just one army or whatever. It's kind of like basically how we are.
Have you thought about any of the gameplay yet, like specific like abilities or how the battles will go or anything?
Not battles too much. Like I said, I wanted to see if we would go more narrative based or RPG Maker based. You can put in a battle system, but I wanted to see what we would pick.
Like who you got in your team and see what they want to do. Okay.
What's the tone?
The tone?
Mm-hmm. Like grim, or like maybe on the lighter side? What are you thinking?
Oh my gosh, Daniel, this is like the first time I think I've seen your face. This is so crazy. I'm like, oh my gosh, is that Daniel that was like coming to every meeting last semester? I didn't even know what you looked like. Wow.
Yeah.
I mean, I had seen you in person before, but I just never knew anybody's names. Yeah, sorry to interrupt.
No, it'll probably be closer to the grim side, to be honest. I had to ask what we kept our rating. I don't plan to go anywhere above PG-13 though. If that's it. Mm-hmm. It'll definitely be in the PG range.
Do you have a style of music in mind?
Probably. I saw for RPG Maker at least they did have apocalypse music, a couple horror music, some and just stuff like that. So if all else fails, we could and like this stuff goes on sale decently often, we could probably splurge and go and buy those soundtracks.
Cool.
I think the question he was getting at is if you had someone making music for you, like what genre?
I'm sorry. Probably, I guess, I don't know. As I said, probably a little bit darker, sadder, but I really don't know. Not yet, at least.
Now I have one last more question before I hand it off to Logan. What do you expect to have at the end of the semester? Like, what are your goals here?
At least a beginning, introducing the two main characters and the basic human or the human settlement that it's going to be starting it. I don't know if we'll get any further than that to like the battle system and all that, but at least a good story set up.
All right. Does anyone have anything else? If not, I will give it to Logan for his project, which I do
Alright.
not remember the name of.
It doesn't really have a name. I stole your idea from last semester and just gave it a code name.
It's good practice.
Okay. Okay. Are you guys seeing that right?
Looks good.
Are you guys seeing the
Yes,
slides?
yes.
Okay,
Yep.
thank you.
Sorry, we all. It's like I feel like when we're on Zoom, we all think we can see each other's body language at all times. And me and Connor gave you a thumbs up.
All right, so also before I start, I just want to, if I start like coughing really bad, I'm sorry, I have the plague.
Oh no.
Anyway, so this code name I have here is Project Entropy, which is kind of just getting at the overall theme that I want to be hammering in with the game. But the concept overview is, so like in my head, I was kind of like designing a full RPG. This was before I was even really thinking about presenting it as a project here. But I eventually did decide that I wanted to try and do something with it. And for the sake of scope, I had to cut it down pretty drastically because obviously a full RPG isn't something that can be done in a semester. So with this game, I want to just kind of like rip the magic system from that game and some of like the setting and make a game off of that and kind of go a bit more heavy into the themes of the magic system and the setting than the RPG initially would have. And much of the idea was inspired by a game called Outward. I don't know if anybody's played that, but it has one of the more unique magic systems in a game I've ever played. And there's a particular thing in that game where several fire spells, you have to, in order to cast them, you have to be physically warm. And when you cast the fire spell, you are like no longer warm. It removes the warm boon. And I was like, that's a pretty cool idea, having like magic, instead of it being based off of like mana or something, have it be based off of like managing resources and your own energy and physical well-being. So
Force in Star Wars.
kind of. So I kind of wanted to base the magic system, instead of like off of a mana system, on the idea of consumption and entropy. So like, for example, casting a fireball in most games just kind of takes some mana and you either wait a couple minutes and it'll come back, or you drink a mana potion and you're fine. In this game, it would like physically eat away at the warmth in the caster's body to create the flame. Other ideas I had are like healing spells, where if you're going to heal 10 hit points, you have to steal those hit points from somebody else, whether that be an enemy or maybe an innocent townsperson. And another idea was that the idea of entropy, something is lost in that process. So like if you want to heal 10 points, then you might have to take 15 from somebody. And I kind of want the setting to also hit those themes of entropy. So if anybody knows D&D settings, I was kind of inspired by the Dark Sun setting, which is kind of like in the Dying Earth genre of fantasy. So kind of just an overview of the setting. It's kind of taking place towards the heat death of the universe. Like if you were to look up at the sky, you wouldn't see that many stars because most of them are dead already. Likewise, the star around this planet, or that this planet orbits, is dying, causing like the entire world to be covered in snow because the star can't put out enough warmth anymore. And kind of the basic gist is I didn't really want to have like standard fantasy races because they're mostly overdone and boring usually. So I was thinking that, and I also wanted to be kind of like science fantasy. So the idea for the setting is that a long time ago, like millennia ago, this was a colony of an advanced, like technologically advanced space empire that it contained humans as well as like alien races. And the empire collapsed, leaving this colony on its own. And those descendants have kind of lived together from now. And now instead of like fantasy races, you have like humans and alien races living alongside each other. And kind of exploring around the world, you would find like remnants of this ancient civilization, along with what these people built up immediately after that first collapse, and then how when their son started dying, that collapsed. So there's like that first layer and then the second layer, and now civilization is contained to like really small, horribly struggling pockets. And who should go join? Anybody, but I do have a special need for programmers, mostly because this is very intimidating and I'm scared. But yeah, I think
Relatable.
I think that's the basic gist. So if anybody has questions, feel free to ask.
I love the dying son part. That's so, like, I mean, not fun, but you know, interesting. I think that really pushes the sci-fi theme.
Mhm.
And yeah, there's a lot of really like cool but depressing videos on that, on like the heat death of the universe and everything.
Yeah.
It's really fascinating, but also extremely like sad.
Mhm.
What is the plan, Jason?
Sorry?
What is the engine you're planning on working with?
Oh, Unity, most likely, because it's just the one that I have the most experience with.
Classic Unity.
Are
And
you thinking? I assume like 2D for this game, right? Like sprite type stuff. Or
I was
thinking
thinking
both?
3D, also because I just kind of have my most experience in 3D. I've never done a 2D game, and I've done several 3D projects.
So you're thinking like low poly type stuff, or I guess I don't know what the scope of what you're doing in a semester is.
So I think as far as like art style, that's something that would be more left to the skill set of whatever artists I get. My skill set is more, I'm not very good at it. So it would be more low poly if I was the one who ended up doing the work, visually speaking. But the art style I would leave to whoever is doing the art.
I'll also say there are plenty of art asset packs available for low poly stuff.
What's in your terrarium?
It is a Mexican alligator lizard.
Wow.
Does anyone else have any more questions?
Would it disturb your lizard if you showed him to us? If yes, you can leave him alone.
No, but I do have to find him. I will go look for him once I'm clear that nobody has questions.
Be honest with us, Logan. Is there a lizard?
There is a lizard. It's a great lizard.
Is it a boy or a girl?
To be honest, I don't know. It has a boy's name though, so we assume it's a boy.
We'll use gender neutral pronouns with it.
Yeah, they them lizard.
Sorry, I'm really good at getting off the trail. Sorry. Go ahead.
Connor, old buddy, old pal. I hate to do this, but if whenever we're done with this, can I do an off-the-cuff presentation? I meant to get a proposal in, but I've just been swamped this week.
Yeah, you can do one right now if no one has any questions for Logan. Last call.
Wait, I have one question.
Oh.
Sorry, they always come to me later. Do you have any idea, well, never mind. Never mind, actually.
All right, sounds good.
All right, take it away, Christian.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen. My proposal is for a game called Full Contact Golf. It's a golf game, but it's a third-person action game with Souls-like combat. The player characters are, let's see if I can get this in frame, people with golf balls for heads, and their weapons are golf clubs. The goal is to knock the golf ball off of your opponent's head and then sail their head into the hole.
Awesome.
I plan to use Unity. Mirror for peer-to-peer multiplayer is the plan. I have a little bit of experience with it. I've been trying to get a third-person system working, and I finally got comfortable enough with it to go for this. The big limiting factor is my 3D work exists, but it's not good, and my 3D animations are non-existent. So if I could get a rigger, an animator, probably going to be the same person, honestly, and a modeler, and that might still be the same person. I can do a little bit of it, but I'm not excellent at it. Because that's one of the problems with the Souls-like combat is basically based on animation keyframes and assigning hitboxes to pieces of them. Otherwise, I can do most of it, but I would love to get more people on it because my time this semester is spread a little bit thin. If somebody's interested in designing maps, it's a golf course, but it's also, a combat arena. So you have leeway, and you could go very simple with it. You could get, wacky, windmills, mini golf type stuff. It's a choice. We'll test ideas. We'll see what we like. There's no wrong answers. This game is stupid.
Sounds genius. It doesn't sound stupid.
There's a fine line, and I dance on it.
This is true.
The coding technical aspect of it is going to be a little bit involved just by nature of the fact that it's multiplayer. There's about 10 more layers of complexity that go on top of it. And then if you want to do it correct, server authoritative stuff, it gets a little bit more complicated than that. Not something we need to worry about at the very start, or probably ever, to be completely honest, since it's a semester project. I can do music, but I'm not sure how big a role music would play in a game like this, but if someone wants to do music for the project, I'm always open to either collaborators or take the wheel away from my Fruity Loops garbage ass. So other than that, I mean, I can't think of anything else that I would need, but I'm sure someone has ideas. So I think somebody to handle 3D art and animations, and somebody handle environments, and anyone else who wants to join the project, I welcome you with open arms.
I gotta say, I like how specific all your details are. It's very nice. You covered everything pretty well, like all the questions I usually ask. What was the name of it again?
Full Contact Golf.
Thank you.
What kind of music would you need? I'm open to collaborate.
See, I'm not sure because, initially, right, I'm thinking Soulsy combat, and that automatically sends me to Baroque, but that's not the tone of the game. It's a little silly, but I don't want to like circus music in the back,
Mm-hmm.
It's a hard balance to strike. I'm not exactly sure how I would do it. So if you have suggestions or ideas, run them by me.
I have a
You
few
could always
ideas, but I'll let
explore.
them develop.
If you could always like look at games that have a similar vibe and take note of what kind of music they use.
Yeah, grab inspiration from like Golf It and Golf with your friends, and
Yeah, or even some of those really silly games. Like for some reason, that was giving me vibes of like Octodad and like what's that bread one?
yeah, it makes
and,
a
like,
lot of sense.
And like
I Am
all
Bread,
the
yeah,
simulators. Yeah.
that makes a lot of sense.
Golf with your friends is really fun.
All right. So we've got our 3 projects for this semester. We've got Hephaestus, Project Entropy, and Full Contact Golf. I'm putting those in the chat. Message me on Discord which team you would like to join, and I will get you assigned to those channels. And we will get that handled for you guys. And you guys can start meeting up in your respective Discord channels right after the meeting. Which,
Okay.
Ezra, can you start making those if you haven't already?
Yeah, I'm in progress.
It looks like a little
give me a
alligator.
minute.
That's crazy.
Perfect.
Whoa.
I blame the lizard for my slow reaction times.
Literally, guys,
Whoa.
look, it looks like an alligator. That makes sense why it's called that.
The coolest thing, they got these little prehensile
Wow.
tails.
Oh.
They can swing like monkeys. It's kind of cool.
What? He uses it?
Yeah,
He uses his tail.
I don't. I think you saw because he tried to jump off of me, and they like use their tail, and they got some mad core strength because
That
he
is so
like
cool.
can move, but literally like all of his legs will be in the air, and he's just moving with his
Wow.
tail.
That's incredible.
You can either message me over DMs or just in general chat, whichever you want to do.
Do you need any help with that, Connor?
I mean, yeah, people can send it to Gene as well, I guess. Just compiling a list of where everyone needs to go.
What was the name of the golf one again?
Full contact golf.
All
I've
right,
got
thank
them.
you. I remembered it was brilliant. I just didn't remember what it was.
Connor, if you just want to send me like, once you have everybody's lists, you can send me like a list of people to put where, if that'll help you. If it's just more complicated, you could just do it yourself. I'm just trying to help.
I will put stuff in officer chat.
Sounds good. How's everyone's semesters going? Feeling overwhelmed yet?
Yes, most definitely.
Me too.
Oh yeah, it's busy.
Got a test on Friday, then a test on Monday.
That sucks.
Spent a straight like 16 hours over the weekend just doing art for 2 classes. Like,
What was your major again, Christian?
I'm software engineering, but I'm an art minor now as of like a couple weeks ago.
Wait, which classes are you in?
Intro to animation and 2D design.
So do you have Sarah Gewirtz?
Yes, she's the best.
Nice. Yes, I love her. I took her last semester. Me and Ezra did.
Yeah, anytime I bring up TigerDev, she's like, "Oh, Gene and Ezra."
Yeah,
Yep, that's them.
I never shut up about it. I'm hoping to get the intermediate. I mean, not intermediate. The like the advanced level animation professor who owns like a studio in California. I'm hoping to get him to come do a little speaking, a lecture for us at TigerDev.
Hey, Gene, do you know how to make roles in Discord? I'm new to this VP thing.
Should
You know, I offered to help, but I don't know if I can do that actually.
I just don't know where I got the channels. I don't know how to create new
Server settings.
Discord roles.
I can
Okay, thank you. You guys are better gamers than me.
Oh my gosh, I was the person who held on to Skype for like years when it wasn't functional.
He's getting mad at you again.
I know, he's so loud. You guys want to see my floof?
The angry floof.
Let go of the rug. What are you doing? You're meowing and whining for attention and then you don't know. Here's the floof.
The big floof.
He's very chunky.
I mean,
Is he
he's no
happy
lizard.
now?
Wait, what happened?
So is he happy now?
Yeah, he's purring. He likes to rub his cheeks on my glasses, and it's very annoying. I love how in the officers chat earlier, I was like, I should be on time. And then I was like almost 10 minutes late. I'm sorry, guys.
Do you just need like a person to remind you each time now?
Yeah.
So I can't say
My life
anything. I
is
missed the
chaotic.
last meeting.
It's frustrating when your schedule's not the same every single day. And so it sucks. It's like hard for me to plan stuff.
I don't.
That's
like,
not an excuse, but
I keep on just not deciding when we want to do our blended classes, and that's getting a great like when are we not doing it and when are we doing it?
Hi, Garrett.
Okay, how are you guys? Gosh, I don't know why I offered to help with this. I clearly don't know what I'm doing.
Right,
Do y'all remember whenever, I can't remember what was happening. I think I was trying to put someone in some voice chat and I was just like moving the channels around.
I've gotten most of everyone. Is there anyone I'm
Okay.
missing?
Like what you did last semester.
Yes.
First thing you did.
I don't think roles have been assigned yet.
Too much power.
I'm sorry, this is taking a while.
You're going quick, honestly.
I think Ezra's already got all the project stuff set up.
Yeah, I feel like I'm just gonna break stuff. I'm just not gonna do anything.
We're in my first drawing class, and it's so much different than I thought. It's a lot more technical than I thought what it would be.
Oh, yeah. Oh my gosh. It was so funny when I took drawing 1 because we were working with charcoal and I'd never worked with charcoal before. And I remember I went into it with this like big headed attitude, like, I already know how to draw. Why do I have to take drawing 1? And like, whenever we compared like our first drawings to the end of the semester drawings where we drew the same thing, it was like, my first one was garbage. Like it was so
It was so
I-
weird for me. Sorry.
That's fine. You go ahead.
It was so weird for me because like the first drawing was like just some shapes, right?
Yes.
I did fine. Like I drew some shapes fine. And then at the end of the year, I do the shapes and like they were exactly the same. But I got so much better at drawing. Like I could not have done the stuff I did at the end of drawing 1 at the start. But like the progress pictures next to each other, just nothing there.
Mine looked way better because I did not know. I'd literally never worked with charcoal, like true charcoal. Especially, I also wasn't used to drawing on such a huge scale.
Yeah,
that was something that was hard to get used to.
I'm struggling the actual measurement stuff. This is a big struggle for me right now.
Like using the scaling stick or whatever it's called.
No, you just like take your pencil and be like, it's about this far away from the end. But then it can't be that far away from the end of your paper. You gotta like double it or whatever that because then it'd be too small.
Yeah.
Joshua, what's your Discord name?
Great.
Wait till you.
What was that?
Do you have are you taking care of putting the roles for people? I got everything else set up.
Yeah, I'm getting people assigned.
Hey, Joshua, what was your
Teamwork.
Discord? Oh, he typed it in the chat. Yeah, but Kimberly, wait till you get to figure drawing. Oh my God. And you're sitting there with your like measuring pencil or stick or whatever, and you're like holding it in front, like staring at a lady's like boob. And you're like, this is about 1/8 of her arm.
So we're gonna be having that?
Oh, figure drawing like was super fun, but also I had a friend in that class, and I remember the very first time the model like took their clothes off. I was like, we cannot make eye contact right now because we both will just be giggling like crazy, like a bunch of 12-year-olds.
Where I had to draw a hand, and the hand did not turn out very well.
Oh, are you in figure drawing?
Yes. No, am I?
Oh, are you in drawing or figure drawing? Is there a naked person?
Do hands in
Drawing one. Drawing 1.
Okay. We didn't do hands in my drawing 1 class.
What?
He said it was for his fun.
I had Bondi. Who did you get?
I got Andrew.
Oh, you have Holiday. I had him for 3D.
Drawing 1. Yeah.
What about you, Christian?
I don't want to pronounce her name wrong, so give me 1 second.
I can draw a mean hand turkey.
Hell yeah.
Connor.
Yes.
Speaking of roles, I paid the due to the Venmo. Did that ever go through?
And I have just made you a member in the Discord. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Did you mark it on the spreadsheet?
Yes. No, I did not add him. Brandon, was your username?
It just switches to my name. It's just Brandon Morrow.
I already got Brandon's rule.
Perfect. Is
Shouldn't
anyone
Discord
missing?
be black now?
You guys should be able to see your project channels now, if the permissions are set up. They are not.
Head Legion Chow.
I can see the.
Yeah, I'm
voice
sorry.
channel.
What? I thought the permissions. I hadn't added them for the voice yet, but they should work. Oh, wait, no, never mind.
think you
I'm an
got it.
idiot. I got half of. I thought I saved it for both. I only saved it for one of them. Whoops. But people can go ahead and hop into the one that they're supposed to be while I get that fixed up, and it shouldn't boot you. So
Yes.
Also,
Okay,
sorry about a
so-
moment ago. I was actually holding on spacebar to talk, and it was just making spaces in my chat box.
Oh, that happens to me so much in class.
Can you check Discord real quick?
Yeah.
Is that it for the meeting?
Yes, for meeting content. Thank you guys for being
Okay.
here. I think Harper had something left, actually.
Hey, I do have a exciting announcement about next week's meeting. So
Cool.
last week we were talking about like games that we'd played and everything, and I remember we mentioned Superliminal, and that got me thinking, what if we had a Superliminal dev talk to us? So I went out and I contacted a Superliminal dev, and they'll be talking to us next week as a dev interview. So
Hey.
that's pretty exciting.
I'm
Look
so
at
excited.
you making connections.
Woo!
2 thumbs up for Harper getting that.
Thank you, Harper. Oh yeah, that is one thing I wanted to ask you guys actually. If I got the animator guy, Jamie Willis, to come do a talk, what would you guys want him to talk about? Because he is one thing that might like, or would you even be interested in it? Because he is an animator, he's never worked with video games.
I remember though he was talking about, or Sarah was talking about how he's doing. They moved to real time work for their VFX stuff. So those are like game assets. So if he's making like a ton of assets for like real time rendering, like since they're literally using Unreal Engine 4 for their like videos and stuff that they're doing, that would be very relevant given that we all use game engines to make games.
All right, yeah, we will ask. Yeah, I forgot that Sarah mentioned that. I might, Ezra, I might steal you and make you like have a brief Zoom meeting with him to.
That may have been too broad of a topic, but I was just saying, like, he does
Yeah.
seem. I haven't met the guy, but he seems like he does know how to make game assets, which is what we need.
He is
'cause
very-
We don't really know how to make game assets.
Yeah, in terms of animation and like 3D skills, he is an industry veteran. Guys, he literally was the animator for frickin' Yoda. He worked at ILM for like 12 years. So I'm like fangirling every day
That's
in
super
class.
cool.
Not gonna lie.
So we need him to come help with the animation for full contact golf, is what I'm doing.
Oh, 100%.
It's like a
He's already on the
lightsaber,
project.
like same thing. He can probably do it in 30 seconds.
He actually did the mocap.
Probably could.
All the channels should be set up. I'm gonna hop out of the Zoom and into the respective project ones. If people, I guess we're not having like a required meeting, but if people want to talk about their projects, because normally we do that after this meeting. I'm not trying to overstep my vice presidential privileges here, Connor.
It's usually recommended that you guys kind of meet up after this little meeting here to get everything organized.
Do you have voice channels set up? I don't see project voice channels.
I believe they are hidden for everybody except for the people who are in the project.
Oh, you might not be added to your own project yet.
The Hephaestus doesn't have one either.
Yeah, what?
I think I might have been in mine before they went hidden. So
Someone who knows how to use Discord, please help me. No, I'm kidding. The people are in the full contact golf one right now. So evidently
I see
something's
the
working.
Hephaestus
Me and Rice.
voice
I'm not sure who
chat,
Rice is.
The
but I
Hephaestus
don't
has
see the
a.
other one.
You guys should be able to see the text channels now.
I can see the text channel for my project. I just can't see the voice one.
Working on that right now.
Uh,
Oh, there we go.
Right, project entropy is fixed. Golf is good. Hephaestus.
Oh yeah, by the way, guys, I got out of work late last meeting, so that's why I wasn't there. But I wanted to briefly just say, I'm pretty sure all of you guys know me, but I'm Jean, I'm the historian. And if you ever have anything remotely interesting, please let me know and I will post it on our social media. Yay. And if you have any suggestions as to what you want to see on the website or anything, please send me a message. Also, Christian, I don't know if you're talking to us, but you're muted if you are.
I'm in my Discord at the moment.
Oh, okay.
Sorry.
Oh, okay. Cool. Just making sure.
thank you, Connor, for fixing the voice thing. I see what I did wrong.
I think almost everything is in there.
We have
Alrighty.
learned a valuable lesson in operating Discord today.
Yay. I didn't. Well, I'm gonna head out then for the night since I sadly don't have time for this semester to work on a game.
Bye, guys. I'll catch you in
Bye,
the
everybody.
Bye,
Have a
team
good night.
channels.
See y'all next week.
Bye.
Bye,
Peace,
Kimberly.
y'all.
I'm gonna head out too. I'll see you.
Bye bye.
I'm guessing everybody's already been paired at this point.
Yes, you should hop into your voice channel.
Yeah, I'm gonna hop into the Discord. I will see y'all later.
Bye bye.
Connor. I should be able to see all the channels, shouldn't I?
Some of them haven't been added for officer yet. That's what I'm working on right now.
I thought officers just default viewed everything.
I thought so too. I don't know. I'm getting
Oh,
fixed.
like at like owner level.
Yeah, I'm not sure. I'll double check that.